All right, let's try it. This is the Global Political Party. The team members are Darlene, Marianne, Melissa, Isabella, and Isabel. We will be representing global political issues. We believe we will be better served. Clear that we wanted to have a political seat at the table. And we are 5 girls, but one voice. And today's topic is, dear. All right, girls, we need to address this situation. We have this misunderstanding with, I think it's plastic, but we have 3 main containers, which is metal, we have glass, and we have plastic. Of course, the glass was discovered over 4,000 years ago. The metal was discovered over 6,000 years ago. And the plastic was invented in 1907. Now, all of us great grandparents, our grandparents, our parents, ourselves, and maybe our children and our children's children had the, I would say, privilege of plastic. And the reason I use the word privilege is because whilst a lot of abuse has been done to plastic, there are elements of society that plastic has to be used. For instance, I believe that baby furniture should be made out of 100% good plastic. I think storage supply in refrigeration should be made out of plastic. I think the laboratory, these tests that they conduct at the hospital, should be used these storage, blood storage vials or the injection needle or the syringe and all those hospital apparatus. It's appropriate for it to be in plastic. Tupperware has served great generations before us with their plastic containers. What's wrong with it? There are things that are best served if stored in plastic. Personally, I do not wish to have glass in my bathroom for it to shatter on the ground and shards get in my feet and in the sauna. And so I think fancy plastic bathroom storage containers are very appropriate and it does its job. But there are some that decided to demonize plastic. Now, there's a global agreement for metal and glass to be reconditioned, recycled, repurposed, and reused. Why can't we get the same deal with plastic? There must become a global agreement to recycle, repurpose, and reuse plastic containers because there's no need to actually reinvent plastic if you can recycle and reuse it. Now, getting rid of plastic to go disturb the rainforest by cutting down the trees to make a spoon, disturb the earth's carbon balance, disturb the environment, the weather. It is so. In recent time, I heard of some people going into the sea, disturbing the bed of the sea, taking out the seaweed to make plates so that people can eat with it while they discard plastic. Now, the same thing is how will you recycle these things that you're going to reinvent? There's no need to reinvent what is not broken. I caution anyone that goes to the sea and disturb the sea. You're not supposed to remove the sand. You're not supposed to. You can, within reason, pick up a stone, but not a truckload of it. You're not supposed to go and disturb the seaweed, or you're cutting trees down so that you can have a spoon. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. It's evil. Right, girls? It's the only problem is there must become a global agreement as to how to discard plastic. It must be globally signed and globally agreed upon because plastic is perfect. Yes, it is perfect. Yes, Darlene, you said that people are saying that plastic in the blood, they found traces of plastic. I don't believe it. I would like to see that lab technician that look in my eyes and tell me that they found plastic particle in someone's blood. The body will not digest plastic, it will not digest metal, and it will not digest glass. You will pass that thing out of you as how you swallow it. I discussed with my grandmother. Remember, girls, when we discussed it with my grandmother, and she's a doctor, she said, absolutely not. The body will not digest plastic. So, this, whatever they're campaigning about, and they need to demonize something, it seems like everything that works is a crime. I heard this lady, she was saying everything that the baby touch is plastic. Yes, it is plastic and it's good for the baby. Do you want the baby to have to be using glass or metal or even the pacifier? Imagine if you stick that glass in that kid's mouth, what will happen to it? Baby furnishing and baby welfare has to be plastic. And it's good. It's very good. I don't see any problem with it. And I think the soft drink industry, for instance, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and the others, they're doing a very good job. When you return your bottles, you get some pennies. So I'm wondering, is it possible for the other plastic users to work a deal out with Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and all these plastic bottle usership company so that they could use the same depository. For instance, the a skin cream lotion bottle, plastic, you could return it at the same Coca-Cola or Pepsi depository at the supermarket for some kind of penny, and these companies can work something out how they pay each other behind the scenes, because I promise you we would never see another plastic bottle or anything loitering anywhere, because if you look around you've never seen a Coca-Cola bottle or a Pepsi bottle. That's because people return them because they're valued some pennies. I think that is the way, that is the solution for plastic bottles or plastic containers. You return them all for some pennies and all will become beautiful. There won't be any plastic bottle in the ocean. So I think this is the way forward. I don't think reinventing something that is not broken. It is pathetic going into the sea to go and disturb the seabed, taking seaweeds out. You're inventing a solution for plastic? Ew. It's certainly very disturbing, girls, right? And think about it. A grand tree that stood in all its majestic light in the rainforest, and you go there like a parasite and a peasant and cut the tree down to go and make a spoon so you can have a meal? What do you think the universe is going to do to you for doing that to that tree? Think about your life before you do this. You're going to be cursed for life. Hmm. Hmm. Well, girls, what do you think about the whole plastic thing? I think it's a great invention. I think it serves its purpose. I think there are things in the kitchen that has to be in plastic. I think definitely there are things in the bathroom that has to be in plastic. And I think a baby's bath has to be in plastic. Like I said, a baby's furnishing, it from the room to the bathroom to the play area, it should be 100% made by plastic. I think glass is grand. Of course, when a kid is 10, 11, 12, you can start introducing them to proper flatware at the table. But I believe under 10, they should have plastic flatware. And of course, they can have gold or silver spoon or whatever you choose. But I think outside of that, it should be plastic. I don't see anything wrong with that. Just like glass has its purpose, metal has its purpose, and plastic has its purpose. And you have to understand that during the time of metal and glass, during those early years, the fridge freezer was not invented. We did not have supermarkets. So now when we have these inventions, then plastic was invented for the solution to the problem of storage. And it worked very well because there are parts of fridge freezers that are made from plastic as well. Okay, so girls, the plastic outbreak and the outlaw and the demonization of plastic, that plastic is causing cancer and all those things. Well, we have a very great track record in general of our great 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 grandparents, that our parents would have known the story if had they had gotten cancer from plastic. So today, trying to demonize plastic for the cost of cancer, I don't think the two are related. I believe it's unfortunate if somebody winds up getting cancer, but I don't see any medical evidence that the cancer is as a result of the exposure to plastic. So we will have to vote for plastic, and we will have to say, right, girls, long live plastic, because it is necessary. It is found in everything, from the interior of cars to the bottom of your shoes, to it is everywhere. The only solution is for globally, we need to find a global recycling solution that is acceptable and user friendly, and that is the way forward to address the situation of plastic, because plastic is not going away. It's the little things like the straw that you use for your milkshake that can change your day, your whole mood. Just by getting the right straw can can create a very good mood. And the right straw is plastic straw for your milkshake. So congratulations, McDonald's, for returning to your plastic straws. We love you for it. Right, girls? From here, from Global Political Party, we'll be again.